Hey, my beautiful people. So, evening spark for the night is about getting what you asked for. Oh, yeah, you can believe you will. Now, some may say, well, asked for, well, if I were to ask for like a Lamborghini right now, I wouldn't get it. No, but you know what you would get? You would get the feelings of deprivation. That comes free of charge. Actually, there's a very heavy cost involved with it. The lack of happiness and the suffering cold nights of by yourself, even if you feel like you've got a bunch of people. We're on Facebook and we feel more lonely than ever. It's crazy. So what that's all about is, and I see, this is what I realized is that when I was laying on bed today, in on my bed, not in the bed, but the point is, I was laying on my bed and I realized, because I was kind of feeling a little bummed for some reason. Often, from time to time in this undoing process, because there's a feeling of, like, you kind of feel a sense of unsatisfaction with a lot of the stuff of this world, because you realize it doesn't matter. You kind of almost, it can sometimes be a little rough because you just kind of feel a little empty, which is good because we should be emptied to be filled with love, and that's what's happened. But in that, like, intern process, sometimes it can feel a little unnerving, or I don't even know what it is. But you kind of, things become made bare, I suppose. Like, it becomes a more apparent to our thought. Um, so I came to the realization because I was feeling like deprived. I was starting to compare, like, oh, why I don't have this, I'm never gonna have that. The devil, as it were, the ego, was trying to really make me feel bad, because it tried to make me feel that if you don't go with the way of this world, you will never be with someone, you will never be happy. You have to play by my rules, or else you're going to be miserable. Because if you deny me, then you deny any of the love. But then I was starting to think in that moment, and that's an intense moment, let me tell you. Is that in it I recognized, well, what is it that I'm seeking after? Am I seeking after this fear? Maybe the reason why we need not seek outside ourselves is because all those things, you're seeking after fear. You're seeking after deprivation. It just holds a different name. I was on this, like, ladder machine this morning, and it's like you're able to climb this ladder that gets you nowhere. And you just, so that way you can just go through the process of it. And it's kind of like, that's kind of how life is. We're going up this ladder thinking we're going somewhere. We've got this illusion that we're getting something, and it just shifts. We haven't really gone anywhere, especially if it's based off of fear and all these things. And so it made me realize, like, a lot of this fear is, you seek after it and you feel very isolated. You feel very deprived. But yet, I gotta tell you, whenever I seek after God, I don't ever feel deprived. I feel satisfied. I feel full. Jesus says, that everlasting water. Because here's the thing, love will come wherever it is asked. But the thing you gotta recognize with that is, you can't have fear tag along with it to mar it in any way. And the thing about love is that it is best had when it is given away. I'll let you think on that one. That's a deep one right there. Whereas with fear, fear is best had when it's just yours. Pride, for instance. You can't really share pride. People can, like, look at it like some sort of spectacle and, I guess, have respect. But at the end of the day, it's yours. It's very isolating. And things born of that. And I've noticed that. I mean, look, I got my degree in college. I've done a lot of things. I wrote a book and everything, and there was a sense of pride. But who did I get to share it with? Didn't seem like a lot. At the end of the day, it was just me. And I was like, well, this kind of sucks, and I don't like that. Um, they say, what, the wind blows hardest at the top of the mountain when you're by yourself. So I think there's a sort of treachery to all of that. And so the way to offset that is through that love that we can share. And that's a really cool dynamic that we have that within us. So that's why I say it's more important about what you can give than what you can get. Because you're going to get something, baby. You're going to get something, let me tell you. That's not the question at hand. It's more of what are you going to get. Think about it like this. And I've been in situations like this. Like if you're in a situation and you're really unhopeful and you're depressed, that's what you're asking for. That's what you are wanting. You're wanting more of that. I'm asking for more deprivation. So you can switch the sentence around. Fear will come wherever it is asked. Hate will come wherever it is asked. You're asking for that. Whether or not you don't like how it feels is not the point so much. I mean, it's helpful for you to recognize like I don't like that, so you can choose a better way. But at the end of the day, if you've got this crappy situation, in all honesty, I think it's important for you to take a step back and say, okay, am I asking for this? Maybe not this form. Yeah, nobody's asking for a horrible bad hand. No one's asking for that. But are you asking for more of that fear, more of that deprivation? Because it's just going to keep on giving you more and more. There's actually scientific background, like there's scientific logic to that to support that. I won't deals with peptides. You can look into it. I don't want to get bogged this down about that because that's not necessarily important. But it's just one of those things with about. I thought there was something on the wall. I was gonna lose my mind. No, it's just one of those things where, yeah. So, ask for love, man. And you have if when you genuinely ask for it, there's gonna be this feeling of an overflowingness because you'll want to give that away. So it's cool. I've been going a little bit over, so I'll end it here. But go forward with that, people. Let's ask for love and see how, and just watch as your situation changes, how it becomes realigned in the right perspective. That's a good place, then. Okay, see you, folks.